Alright, how's it going, Tablo fans? Here we are. This is my updated review of the Tablo web app. I'm doing an updated review because they've added some features now that I think warrant another one. Let's see if I'm synced. I don't know if I am, but we'll know in a minute here. I don't use the web app that often. I use mainly my Roku, but it looks like I am synced. Now let's see here over the side what it's doing. Okay, it's connecting still. You know, on the new web app, this works the same way on Android. What's going on up here, when it goes solid, that's when you know you're actually connected. So now usually syncing starts right away. So this is interesting because I'm not sure what this is going to play out to be, because there was an update recently, so it's trying to make it work. It's the first time I've started it since actually a couple updates actually. So we're just kind of seeing what happens here. Okay, so it's going to go through the syncing process. I will probably skip some of this because we don't have the time to wait for this. I don't want to really do a thorough review of the app again. Not that much has changed, but this is the syncing process here. So it takes a while to do this. And Tablo, one day I'm going to just send you a tweet and ask you what exactly happens during the syncing process, because it doesn't occur all the time. It seems as if you use it often, you don't have to sync as often. But if you use it seldomly, the app-wise, you do end up having to sync quite a bit. So, yeah. So we'll wait for this to happen, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so we are back. This is it populating after a sync. So obviously it's still probably loading a couple things in the background. Scroll down, it gives you a list of all the shows available in the next 2 weeks. What I wanted to talk about is a feature that many of us have been waiting for quite a while, which is the thumbnail, video thumbnails in shows. So I'm going to go back to a show that I had recorded a long time ago, just to show that it works retroactively. It's not something you have to, it has to capture live. It can do it with the old show. I'm a 24 fan. So here we have last few episodes of 24. I'm going to go ahead and, if you don't watch 24, well, I'll try to find something that's not a spoiler. I'll try. By the way, this splash screen is new. And as you go to a show, all right. Okay, video is a little laggy here on the computer interface. It's not laggy on Android, which uses the web app. It's also not laggy on the Roku. You'll notice now as I drag my mouse across the bottom, it gives me a preview, a lot of video previews. And it gives a time index on those previews. And I mean, we're looking at seconds. I mean, these aren't minute previews. These are previews by the seconds. So it's really impressive. When you go to Stardom, you click on it. And now this is a recorded show, so it buffers and loads pretty quickly. You can drag this as well, but you don't need to drag it. You can actually just use this, and it pulls the preview. So it does a pretty good job. And again, the way the video plays kind of stuttery, that's something I've noticed with the web app on my PC. Haven't noticed it on my Android device. It could be that I'm rather far from my router, but my Roku is like right next to me and it works fine. So I think it's just something with the PC interface. It seems to work better with dedicated streaming devices. So there you go. And otherwise, there really isn't too much new. They've cleaned up the UI a little bit, looks a little nicer. If you've seen my web app review on the Android, you're pretty much seeing what it is here. It's just a slightly different form factor because the screen is obviously longer, not as wide. Otherwise, that's the same stuff, but that video preview is very nice. So Tablo, good job. And I hope that that is useful for someone looking into this service. If you have any questions, let me know.